What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. Okay, so let's talk about vouchers. Now, vouchers have seen a very steady decline over the past couple of weeks, and I would say that there's two things happening here. One, you got the general market downturn that has happened following the Terra Luna collapse, and so that combined with the fact that vouchers have been inflated, and now we're receiving double the amount per day that we used to, and no increased demand means that there has been a sell-off, because when you increase the supply and you don't increase the demand, well, people are just going to get rid of it for something else, especially if they're not doing anything right now outside of getting you some extra packs if you're buying in the hundreds of packs. So the question I keep getting a lot is, well, where's the new floor price for vouchers? What can we expect from them? And the truth is, I can't really give you a price prediction on it, but I would say looking at where we're at right now, I think we're finding a place where we can stabilize. Now, I'm going to give this to you based on recent history. And that is the fact that whenever voucher prices would fluctuate wildly, I'm not talking about Chaos Legion when that came out, because that was obviously crazy times, but in the more recent history, after Chaos Legion Phase 2 sale was done and we kind of normalized out, voucher prices found a floor around $1. Then whenever they go down below $1, we usually see some massive buy-in, and that floor seemed to hold relatively well. Now, whenever there would be pumps and whenever there would be major releases, such as a promo card, such as node licenses, or whatever the case is, we would see that price pump and maybe do a 2x. I kept calling that, it's a clean 2x if you're able to buy vouchers at $1, and know that whenever there is a new, essentially a new feature that's released, or a new product that is released with vouchers, that you'll probably be safe to get it up to $2. Well, that all changed the moment that they started inflating the actual number of vouchers that were being put in. So now the vouchers are doubled in price, and if the utility isn't still there, or is not there, or still isn't there, I should say, then maybe with the doubling of the supply, we get a halving of the price. And we've seen a steady decline now down to 50 cents roughly. We haven't actually hit 50 cents. We're at 52.6 cents right now. But I would be surprised, and I can always be surprised, so keep that in mind. But I would be surprised if we went well below 50 cents, because this, from just a simple supply-demand standpoint, kind of makes sense for us to stabilize out at. Now, whenever there is a pump, right, whenever there is another release, we may see that pump up to $1 rather than the $2 it was at before. So if you had been stacking vouchers every time they went under $1, and you have been stacking all the way down to 52 cents, you might be in a tough spot, because you're down quite a bit, and the pump action that we see in terms of getting a 2x out of this may not be enough to get you back into the green. But again, I don't know where this stops. I don't know where the bleeding stops. And the only catalyst we have on the horizon is going to be Rift Watchers. Now, I know there's been some talk about other promo cards, but we don't know exactly any details or timing on any of that. We do know that Rift Watchers is set for Q3, though, at some point. So hopefully we will see some type of utility for vouchers enter in before then, if not the ongoing utility that we're hoping for when it comes to different potions or different ECR usages, whatever the case is. That is not even being talked about, so I don't even really want to bring that into the mix here, because it's a little, in my opinion, a little disingenuous, because it's not, we don't know. And a lot of the times whenever stuff like that is spoken about in the town hall, it's just spitballing ideas. So for people to be making decisions off of that, oh, we might get a ECR potion or we might get an airdrop potion, right? I always remind people, where's that airdrop potion from January? We never got that airdrop potion. So that never came through. And I'm not saying that the ECR potion won't come through. And I'm not saying that voucher utility, ongoing utility won't come through. I'm just saying we have no idea when it will. And to kind of take whatever the team has said as law, right, as something that will come regardless, until it's here and in a post, you shouldn't really be counting on it. And if you are, then just know that you're taking a calculated risk, right? Things can always change. So as I see this now, like I said, I would be surprised to see vouchers start. I would be surprised to see vouchers fall below the 50-cent mark. Now, full transparency with you, if you guys have seen my previous videos, I'm selling my vouchers. I sell every single one of them every single day. Now, that probably won't change if they stay around 50 cents, if they maybe drop a little bit below. But if we start getting down into the like 40, 30, 25-cent ranges, like I said, I would be surprised, but maybe at that point in time, the actual selling of the vouchers would not really get me much in the long run. And if we were to get to that point, then I would probably just start stacking for Rift Watchers. Because again, we know that's coming, whether it ends up being a Q3 or Q4, or maybe even gets pushed to next year, we know that it's coming. And if voucher prices absolutely collapse, then there's no point in me selling. I would rather get the early access to Rift Watchers when it comes. So right now, I'm kind of anticipating that we're going to see a stabilization out. I will continue selling my vouchers. So yeah, I'm a part of the problem. I'm definitely one of the sellers. But until there is utility and until we know something that will actually be coming in that is ongoing, I am a seller, not a stacker at this point in time. So I'm curious to get your thoughts. Where do you think voucher prices stabilize out in the near to midterm? Does the kind of logic that I presented make sense, right? If we double the supply, we kind of half the price. We're seeing a slowdown here now. There was a massive kind of drawdown, but that was somewhat difficult to extract on its own due to the fact that it was happening with a larger market sell-off across all coins, starting with Bitcoin. So now that Bitcoin seems to have stabilized somewhat, we're still seeing the voucher prices slide down. And my fear is that if we continue to see negative price action with Bitcoin from here on out, we may just go below that 50-cent range, which could get really interesting. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next one, and I will see you around the game. Take care.